The Sopranos began in 1999 as a live adaptation of Family Guy because fans wanted to see Peter Griffin have sex, but as a human. By the end of its run, The Sopranos was considered one of the greatest gangster depictions in all of fiction, but the series never forgot its roots, as evidenced by a subtle reference in the finale.
This mafia business is freaking sweet.
Acclaimed director Martin Scorsese was up for the role of Junior Soprano, but lost the job to Dominic Chianese. Scorsese immediately began working on his revenge body in the following weeks, and he eventually had the last laugh when production of The Sopranos shut down for 2 months because the cast and crew got too horny after seeing Scorsese's leaked vacation pics. The day after The Sopranos ended, my father looked me in the eye and said, "Tony and his friends will be back next week, right?" It broke my heart to tell him no. My father baked a cake every single day after, insisting that even Tony and his friends could not resist a slice of delicious cake. He didn't stop baking those cakes until the 2012 Benghazi attacks, saying, "I guess Tony and his friends really are gone. If they were still around, they never would have let Benghazi happen." And me? I forgot all about The Sopranos. Went back to my regular life as a guy who works at a company that sends me to ad agencies so the executives can pull a gun on me and get their adrenaline jacked before they go into big client negotiations. After that, I just kind of putzed around, but all that changed when I heard about Sopranoscon.
Well, this is most welcome news to be sure. I'm glad you finally came to your senses. All right, goodbye. That was my parole officer. The state has approved my furlough from house arrest. Ryan Seawiz is going to Sopranoscon.
The Many Saints of Newark, what do you think if they had named it The Sopranos, The Boys Are Back in Town?
I'm not sure I would care for that title.
Okay. Agree to disagree?
Yeah, no, The Boys Are Back in Town, but it's a prequel. They're not back in town.
I guess
they were there to begin with.
They're back for us, though.
Well, yeah.
Matter of fact, if he didn't fuck Stormy Daniels, there's a problem. As a normal heterosexual man, if you're in the vicinity of a woman that fucking beautiful and she's open to having sex with you and you don't, I'm a little afraid of you because that's something Hitler would have did. Because Hitler was the guy that didn't drink, didn't smoke, and didn't have fucking sex.
Sometimes you just gotta bust, you know what I mean?
You gotta bust your fucking nut.
Bust that nut.
Right.
My father told me if I do not conceive a son here today, he's gonna kick me out of the house.
So, Sopranos, do you think they should show the TV show in schools to show young Italian-American boys that they have more potential, like screaming at a woman?
My girlfriend refuses to look at me without my clothes on unless I get an AJ Soprano Season 1 haircut.
If we take the Bada Bing strip club and we turn it into the Bada Bing barcade, does that count as gentrification?
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3, go!
I was so impressed by the good boys who competed in the cannoli eating contest that I decided to drink 107 big lemonades. I just found out you're not allowed to take a shit at Sopranoscon. That's okay, I'm respecting the house rules. Sopranoscon was basically the greatest weekend of my life.
And he was the most beautiful girl in the world with the biggest tits I've ever seen.
And unlike how I told the courts I have no recollection of driving that bus into a Six Flags Great Adventure in an attempt to kill the Tasmanian Devil, this was one thing that I would never forget about.